boom it's like you don't hit a boom as fast. It's just it's like boom. And you really gotta put your leg up like boom. So it's just it really is an art about it.
What's up, YouTube? It's Exclusive Access. You're back with another episode. This is episode 5. Go ahead, JD. Go ahead. Show up.
This is episode 5, and we here with our special guest today. Me, our boy, Julian.
Everybody give a round of applause.
Yeah. If you want to go ahead and shout out your socials, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. I'm Nature Jab, Nature JAB, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, YouTube, all that.
Yeah, we got a mad scientist on this episode today. I ain't gonna lie.
We got some great
this
questions.
Nigga been a mad scientist
since middle school. Man.
Yeah, this a long time friend for us. We've known him damn near half of our lives, and recently he's been picking up momentum on social media. He's been doing a lot of big things, a lot of projects, a lot of educational things too, not just the raunchy shit we be talking about. He's actually making a positive impact on the world right now. We're trying to. Go ahead and tell him a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so basically I'm like the Black Jimmy Neutron.
Like the black what?
But in short, what I'm doing, I invented a device. It turns plastic waste into fuel. So you can run your car off of plastic waste. You know what I'm saying? You can run a boat off of plastic waste. You can run anything that runs off of fuel. Hey, bro, you got plastic waste. Yeah. What?
You got a story from the FBI, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
they busted here. I'm going up. Jumping back.
I mean, look, people say that all the time. They say, you know, the FBI gonna get you and all that. And I personally tell them, you know, it does work on everything. So I can't turn the FBI into gasoline too.
Oh shit!
Oh
what?
Oh shit!
Now that's not a threat. That's not a threat.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm just saying that, you know.
They finna come in this bitch right now.
Oh shit!
I think so. Have you used it on things before? Like, have you used your fuel?
Yeah, I used it. I tested some weed whackers with it, some gasoline weed whackers. Right. And then I tested a diesel engine with it because it makes like all the fuels. It makes gasoline, it makes diesel, it makes jet fuel, propane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I've seen, like, I'll be watching TikTok. So you're not the first person with this idea, but you're like the first person to innovate it.
Yeah. Because what I've innovated in a way, utilizing microwaves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, microwave.
Speak to us a little bit on that.
Yeah, so like I'm not the first to create a device that turns plastic into fuel. Most of those devices work off of heating up a container with a fire, right? Or maybe heating it up with just electricity, kind of like, you know how an oven works with a heating element or a gas oven. But think about it, what heats up quicker than an oven? A microwave, right? So I got microwaves, but I'm not the first to do that either. Microwaves been used before too, but I made a specific design with the microwave that allowed it to be done in a more efficient way, and that's what I got a patent on, all that type of stuff.
You got a patent on it too?
Yeah.
Dang,
big
moves.
Working.
Big
moves.
So like, can you explain like all the different?
Oh,
my fault.
Yeah.
Can you explain like all the different type of like models you had to go through like from each one and how did it start off?
Yeah, I mean my first one was a regular one. It was just basically just a metal cylinder. I put plastic in, close it up, and I have a flame under it. Right. My second one was the first one I used microwaves. It was like a box, kind of like an actual microwave, but that was it. Like it was static. It was literally you just put the plastic in a box, microwaves go in. It wasn't until my third one where it really started to get, you know what I'm saying, like really innovative up in here. So what started with that was there was blades that turned the plastic. So kind of, you know, like how the microwave spins, has a turntable in it, so the food cooks evenly. We got to do the same thing with the plastic in the microwave. If it's not spun evenly, it's not gonna heat evenly. If it doesn't heat evenly, it ain't gonna work.
That shit ain't gonna work.
Amen.
Amen.
So that's when it started changing. I got us my Mark IV up in here. And Mark IV was the best one I made up to date. It incorporated all these things, and it gave me real good data, real good data collection on all the different fuel products and all that stuff. So that's what's been up with you. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so what inspired you to do this? Like, were you just sitting like, hey, I got to do something. Let me just make fucking plastic into gasoline?
I mean, really, what honestly inspired me, for one, I always been building stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we already know. Your ass
Yeah,
been,
yeah.
nigga, been a mad scientist.
Since middle school, man.
Yeah, I'll be building a Lego box. So I always like to build. But I was in welding class in my senior year of high school, right? So that's when you learn how to do that metal stuff. You know what I'm saying? On Magneto and all that type
Magneto
of stuff.
type
Right?
shit.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
shit.
you like that. That's a whole different realm because that's like now building with adult Legos. Like, these are the type of things that build our houses and stuff like
Type
metal.
shit,
You know,
type
when you
shit,
build
type
buildings,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? J.P. Morgan type stuff. You get to welding. So when I learned how to weld, that changed everything because I always wanted to build, but
Magneto with his
but look, but now I could build things. I could build beyond just with Legos. You know what I'm saying? I could build an actual functional device. But you know how to do that metal stuff. So, so I mean, like I always, kind of been about the environment.
Right.
And we all seen like when we were in environmental science class, all the plastic, and I just got tired of all the talk. All they ever do was talk about plastic oceans. We got straws and like they never.
But nobody doing nothing about it though.
Like you see some things with them capturing it, but if you capturing it, then why are we seeing videos about all these issues? Like, what's the solution? So I was
that's real.
I'm gonna figure out something myself then. You know what I'm saying? So then that's what really inspired me to really start, taking my welding skills and just that question of like, what, nothing's getting done about it. I want to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? That's
real.
it.
That's so real. I fuck with that.
So I do got a question. So like with your machine, do you think that would like put it in to like they talk about plastic in the ocean and stuff like that? Like how far do you think it will be before your like invention will be able to stop all of that?
I mean, it really just comes down. I mean, like there's so much plastic in the ocean now that like it's gonna take a long time to get all that out, right? But in terms of us putting plastic in the ocean, we can really stop that soon. If these devices are really out there, that could be stopped in the next 5-10 years because the reason why that plastic is put out in the ocean is because it's just kind of a waste product. You know what I'm saying? There's no value to it. But we're gonna make a gold mine out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna be like the gold mine in California with this because people are gonna be digging for plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Look, let me ask you something. So eventually, it's gonna get to a point where the government they're gonna see what you're doing. And they're gonna want your product. How much money is it gonna take for you to sell your finished product to the government if they wanted it?
They're gonna need a few quadrillion. You know,
Quadrillion?
Quadrillion.
Now if you keep putting it online, eventually somebody's just gonna basically copy what you're doing. And with the government, there's almost nothing you can do about it. They wanted to. That patent and all, but if it's the government,
they have all the best lawyers there is. Ultimately, you're not gonna win that fight. If you try to win,
how are you prepared to combat that?
You don't combat it. You let it. What happens is you let it happen, but you let it happen in a way that best benefits both parties.
That's real.
We all know what happens when you fight the government. We know what happens to all the inventors of the past.
That's real.
You're gonna get knocked. Yeah, you done. Like,
I'm glad you being smart about it. You thinking ahead that far because shit, I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would have.
but now like you have a platform, so like you have a voice, kind of what to say.
I mean that's true, but they can make you disappear no matter what you got.
No matter what.
Think about it. MLK disappeared. He had the whole United States behind him, but he was the CIA's most wanted.
That's real.
And he disappeared, and we just think he was just a random assassin. They don't care what you got. If they want you gone, you're gonna be gone.
Yeah, if they want you gone, it ain't much you can do
died.
about it.
Who knows if they just died the way they said they died?
Now that is real. That is real right there.
If they want you gone, they're gonna just hire some random bloke off the street. Pay him
Bloke.
$200.
Bloke.
You done, bro.
That's a bloke.
Yeah.
It is
Just
real.
gonna hire a random bloke off the street. You know?
Bloke. Bloody, mate. There's a little old bloody, isn't it? Bloody, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Nah, I like that for you. I ain't gonna lie. Before I even seen you on TikTok, I was just thinking, but I was like, I know this nigga doing some crazy shit right now. Like, I'm already knowing this.
Nah, he
nigga
always
doing some
said
crazy
that you
shit.
was gonna be the one that blow up off of something crazy.
Nah, for real. I've been saying that. I already knew, bro. Cause like nigga, everybody know you was smart at this nigga, even though you like a crack baby, you little cracked out. But you really like an evil scientist, like the Black Dr. Doofenshmirtz, really. Not for real. Like no bullshit. I'm lying.
That really fun.
But nah, but let's go down memory lane real quick. Let's talk about one of your first inventions from middle school. Like, can you talk about like some of your inventions from middle school? if you remember.
I remember this nigga used to come to school with his own created shirts. Like this nigga,
Oh yeah,
Bro.
this nigga used to make his own shirts and shit. Nigga had a Supreme shirt,
oh yeah, I
a
did.
white T-shirt that said Supreme on that bit. And then tell him what's the other
Nigga,
one?
so look, right now I was told that this shirt was here for a long time, but I just seen this shirt freshman year. So it's freshman year. I go into homeroom, right? And
I know what
Julian, and we have a friend named Dallas. You know, he'll be on the podcast soon, one of these days when he come back. But you know, I go into homeroom, right? And Julian has this black shirt on. Dallas says, "Look at what this dude's shirt says." And it says the Black Clap, right? I didn't know what that was, so we looked it up, and it's just chlamydia. He has a shirt that's just talking about chlamydia.
I remember that.
He just
Wait, that's what it meant the whole time? I did not know that. No, I did not.
Now look, that reminds me because I remember that one of the craziest things I did. It was in 9th grade, and it was with Dallas too. I had got some Vans, right? Some black Vans. I painted them red. And then I got Louis Vuitton stencils and I put it all over the van. They actually looked good, but then the paint was chipping off while I was walking down the street. So that was the issue.
Nigga had custom Louis Vuitton
They
Vans.
look good though.
That's
No,
crazy.
that ain't the craziest thing you did. I remember in
in
10th grade year when we was both going to Chapel Hill. We was in, I forgot that white teacher's class.
Oh,
And
Mr. Leach,
Yeah.
Coach Leach. Right?
So yes, and you was under the table scream about some black bird, some demon bird. you was like, I'm the demon bird.
Wait, I don't even remember that shit.
Bro, I remember. I got a good memory, bro.
Julian was infamous for his his famous name. His famous name back in the day was King Julian.
The nigga had a couple nicknames back in the day.
Couple of them.
Way too many.
And then he started rapping too. Oh
Nigga
my
was
God.
rapping. He was doing
Yeah.
karate at the time.
Yes.
Before the rap, he was making gaming videos. And that
Oh
shit.
yeah.
But the rap, that's when it really took off. So he started rapping, right? He had like a song that he had made. And
Man, I'ma
it
put
was
that
like
in the
our
video,
8th grade. What is it, our 8th grade year? Our 8th grade year on the last day of school. They played this nigga's song on the announcements.
That shit was
Like,
I remember that.
Wait.
I remember that. Oh God,
That
I
shit
remember
was
that.
funny.
they played this nigga's song on the
I'm like,
announcement.
no way. I'm in fucking Spanish class. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. I heard the intro. I'm like, hold on. That shit sound familiar. What the fuck? I'm like, oh.
Then that's not even the craziest part. They let this nigga play his song at our 8th grade dance. I'll never forget. I was like, I had like a little date or whatever, right? And we was all like chilling. We was all talking. It was me. I think it was me. With Travis. It was me, you, Travis, and Dallas. We were all talking, and Julian was like, "Hey, y'all, come to the front real quick." Everybody comes to the front. Next thing you know, all we hear is this nigga's song playing through the speakers. Man, I started busting, dying, laughing because the teachers were so confused. They were looking at us like, "What? Like, is this real? Like, this
They
can't be
looking
real
at
right
me.
now."
I'm looking at them like,
And I had just
going on
barely
either?
gotten the DJ. I had just barely got the DJ to let me play because he kept asking like, "Is there any cuss words in there?" Because he was gonna get in trouble. He could have got like fired because like we were just 8th grade. I was like, "Yeah, man, you can play it." And then it was a remix of that Kodak Black song. Which one was that one?
I forgot, bro.
It
It was so.
oh, yeah.
It was something.
What's that song called?
I don't fucking.
I forget, bro.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Tunnel Vision. Yeah.
Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, the song was called Tunnel Vision, though.
Yeah. Remember I made that song Ho? Remember that
Yeah,
song?
that shit was crazy.
Bro.
Nah, nothing was funnier than the Mario Kart shit, though.
No, bro. You remember when this nigga made that letter to get our fucking Spanish teacher fired, bro? This nigga wrote a letter.
Well, yeah, petition.
This nigga made a petition. His own.
And it worked. And it worked. That's the crazy part.
Teacher fired.
And it worked.
Next
And it
week, That
worked.
mother was gone, Matt. I swear to God.
Next week, the
that
motherfucker was gone.
I swear to
The
God.
parents did not play that
I
shit.
swear to God.
The parents did not play that shit. That shit was. She was gone the next
Sheet
week.
of paper, notebook paper. Everybody signed that bitch.
Yeah.
He gave it to her. She was having a bad day when he gave that shit to her. She was like crying, I think. Then the next week, her ass was gone.
That's
But she was it a girl teacher? Or was
It was a girl, but
Yeah.
like she wasn't mean or nothing, but her teaching style was horrible.
We
So,
weren't
like,
learning shit.
Yeah, nobody was getting nothing done, but she was actually like she was from an actual Spanish speaking country. Like, she wasn't like an American that learned Spanish. She actually, so like I guess her English wasn't that good in that way. But like that was an issue because I was like, you're giving us bad grades, but we're not learning.
Yeah, but we not. It was a little learning gap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bad grades, but we not where you. At,
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Like, how you expect us to be where you at?
So I was like, we just gonna
I ain't
exercise
gonna
our
lie.
First
But a
Amendment.
petition is insane.
No, that petition worked.
That shit
Y'all
worked.
like that was probably the one thing I will say about our school. I'm not gonna name our school, but it was very parent orientated. So like, if we really wanted to like start rile some shit, and we wanted somebody gone,
mom only came up to school when your ass got in trouble.
you make a petition.
What do you do today? She's twitching her
Wait
eyes.
till your ass get to that damn car.
Oh no, I ain't like my dad.
Yeah,
coming
we
up.
got-
Tana, your dad, when your dad came to school, I used to be scared for your ass. Nigga, 6'5". We are everybody's short. This nigga,
Imagine you come to school, like nah, cause my dad is tall. He's like 6'5" and he's like over 250 pounds. So like,
And then, mind you, we all like
Little
we all,
niggas.
like, we all under 3 feet. So this dude look like a
God
A
damn.
lion.
Oh God.
We over here hated. No.
No. No.
And then he got that deep voice too.
yeah, he
That
like
Zeus
hey, Tater.
over here, Tatum.
Talk about Tater.
I'm gonna
Let's
bust
go.
that
With
ass.
that bald ass head.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
shit.
you like Black Mr. Clean, bro.
Shit. Shit.
Yeah, no, I would be scared for Tater. I'm not gonna lie.
And then like my dad was our like what was he, our chaperone on the 8th grade field trip.
That
You
nigga
was there though, right? Yeah.
That nigga was on my ass, bruh. I'm looking in the mirror. He like, so you telling me you sitting here fixing your hair in the mirror for who? It ain't nothing but boys in here.
And then I remember
He's setting y'all up.
I'm like, bruh, I do it. Whatever I say, it was gonna be turned against me. So I didn't even say that. I was like, you know what, my fault.
You can't say you're doing it for girls. Oh, you trying to leave?
You know what, my fault, Mr.
But
Power.
speaking of that, Julian, like talk about your experience from the 8th grade trip. Like, what was probably some of the funniest moments you had from that?
Man, I remember on that trip, I was singing on the bus, and then the bus driver had mentioned it. Like at one point, the bus driver was like, "Man, I hear somebody singing. I don't really know about your voice though." And that was just
That's
funny
insane.
because that, like I just remember that. And then I mean that whole trip was crazy.
Yeah, that whole
You
trip
know,
was
Man,
crazy.
Travis not here, but I remember as soon as we get on the bus,
And then I was sitting by him too, so
nigga
Oh
throw-
yeah, right. He
nigga
always be
throw up.
throwing
Yeah,
up.
he
I was
always do that.
sitting
Every
by
event,
Travis.
like first day of
Uh,
school, all that shit. That nigga throwing up. It don't matter
Because
what.
look, I remember that I ended up showing up at the school that you guys was at when I was in 5th grade. That was when I first showed. And like the first day I was there, Travis threw up. Yeah, he was out in the hallway.
Yo, that he used to do that. Any first day of school,
Yep.
throwing up.
And then he
8th
had
grade
a
dance.
test.
Yep. Anything with stress, that nigga throwing up. Anything stress related, he's
yeah,
gonna throw
anything. And, yeah, that was how it was.
up. Anything stress related, he's throwing up.
But nah, for real though, like, what was all y'all first impression about Julian when he first came to school? Matthew, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
I didn't really have like I tried to like be very open minded because I'm like everybody at this school real different because I went from public school to like the school we was at and I was like I'm gonna be open minded. After like the first few weeks, I said, bro, this has to be one of the funniest niggas I've ever met in my entire life because it was just always like, bro. So we had a thing, our class. It was just a bunch of squealing. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell on this. It was a bunch of squealing. Everybody had a nickname that wasn't like a real nickname. Like he had King Julian. Like what is that, bro? What is King Julian? But he always said it in his high pitched voice, like King Julian, bro. Julian was the funniest dude on planet Earth. Like, him and then a bunch of other people we had. Julian was just hilarious.
My first impression of him, I'm like, yo. I mean, I was a tweaker too. I ain't gonna sit here and that like, damn, the mic just turned on. What the fuck? It's 12-5-2002. 12-5-2002. That's
Your password is a nuclear.
I'm gonna
code.
cut that anyway. I'll cut that out. But anyways, I was just like my first impression of Julian. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I was a tweaker too, but Julian, your ass was tweaking,
Different
nigga.
level.
Your ass was tweaking. Like, did this nigga just bark at me? I got to assert dominance. I'm finna bark back. Finna bark back.
He had a run to him and everything.
Nah, but this nigga, he was funny as shit. I can't even sit here and lie like you was, nigga. Your ass, man. W nigga. I ain't gonna lie. W nigga. What about you, Taylor? What's your
No, what I remember, this was when I first came there. It was in 7th grade. Yeah, I just remember just hearing this nigga just say some stupid shit. Like every time I was around him, it wouldn't be often because like y'all was a grade above me. So every time like I saw him anywhere, I would always hear him say some outrageous shit.
No matter where we're at, nigga. It don't matter where we're at. That shit gonna be fucking
around a teacher.
Like this nigga was known for tomfoolery for real.
Oh God, he was.
And then when that song came on, that was so funny, bro.
Bullshit.
Was it
Nigga had
this
a
track?
couple songs.
I think it was.
I had a diss track that was circulating around.
No, I'm talking when it came on the intercom. When it came on the intercom,
yeah.
that junk was hilarious.
That was just
that was so funny, bro.
When we transitioned to hallways?
Huh?
I think so.
I was in
I
Spanish.
think
I was
so.
in Spanish class. I think I was leaving Spanish class.
Taylor, don't act like you ain't got a couple.
Oh God,
rap
this
songs
nigga had a
circulating
couple
the
rap
internet.
songs too.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Too Hard Take. The real Too Hard Take. That shit came from that was his rap name.
That's
Oh,
really
That
yeah.
was some bullshit.
Too Hard Take.
It was like Jab something.
It was
Jab the Turtle.
Jab the Turtle. That's what it was. Yes, that's what it was, bro. That's what it was.
You need to be shut down.
Oh
Bro,
God.
that junk was crazy,
got
but not
candy?
for real though. Like my first impression of Julian, I ain't gonna lie. I used to
spit it?
rock with Julian. Like I used to be at this dude's house all the time. Like I would hang out with his family, his sisters, all of that. Like his sister, his little brother. I would just be over there. We would be playing like Call of Duty and shit like that. I remember like one time I was at this nigga house. Bro,
Got that loud rapper in the mic. You got butterscotch? Are you 70 years old?
Throw them bitches. I only got one. Our cameraman.
The cameraman begging. That nigga's a scavenger.
nigga always need food. Nigga, remember when he stole my cookie? Man, but we not good at that. But I'm gonna tell this quick story though. One time I was at Julian's house, right? And like I was feeling like
Even sound good. Like,
Oh
it
God.
just sounds
That
weird.
shit sound like some bullshit. I was at Julian's house.
He said in this. What he said his natural habitat.
Nigga had a wizard house, nigga. What the fuck?
he used to call it his natural habitat. I don't know why he called it that. But I was at this dude's house one time, bro, and we was like finna play the game, and I like went to go pick up the controller. This nigga just started screaming at me. I'm like, why are you screaming at me? He was like, bro, don't touch the controller. My brother pissed on it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what?
He on the controller.
Why y'all didn't watch it? Like,
He's just out and about.
nigga got a pissy controller just
No,
sitting
bro,
there.
like that shit really happened, bro. I was like, what? What do you mean this nigga pissed on the toilet? I mean, pissed on the.
I remember we in class. I knew not to turn around and look at this nigga for too long. Nigga, I fucked around and made eye contact too long. This nigga just screamed at me, not like a like a yelp. Yeah, like oh God, like a. Like,
Oh yeah, because I used to call myself the Black Pterodactyl.
exactly, nigga. This Matthew, I swear to God, the nigga
Oh,
screeched
my
at me. I'm like, what the fuck?
But not
nigga,
like, not
it was
for real.
I was a tweaker. I had this certain dominance, so I did that shit
I'm
back.
not gonna lie, that's how you asserted your dominance by squealing. It
You had to
was
do
insane.
some tweak shit.
Yeah,
Isaiah,
but
we
why
ain't gonna
did-
talk about
why
how you
did
was.
Like, why did you do that though? Like, I've always questioned that. Like, why did
I
you?
knew why he did it. That's just who he was. Man.
I mean, real talk. I just remember it was just all about like I wanted to stay. That's what it was. You know, think about it. Nobody else was doing that. Think about it. That was stuff. Like, here's the thing,
Now
right?
that I think about it, Julian actually the one that's because what's the name? John, Nate, and all of them stuff.
Them
They
niggas
came
was tweakers
after
too, bro.
They came after Julian.
All
They
these
did
niggas
come
was-
after
Yeah,
Julian.
Julian really is the OG squealer.
He really is.
Nah, it wasn't him. The OG squealer was Isaiah.
Oh,
Daniel.
yeah, yeah,
That
Really?
nigga, that nigga created
I
that
was up,
shit.
Eli.
That nigga created that dumb.
This is you and-
Jaden, can you tell us why Isaiah can't be on the?
Yo, nigga, let me tell you. So,
I love
Back
this
in
story.
middle school, none of us was cool like that. All of us was fucking weird ass kids, walked around screeching at each other, fucking crawling on the floor type shit. We was all weird as fuck. This nigga, Isaiah, he was the weirdest one. He was like the ringleader of the weird kids.
He used to call himself
A feline, like
feline, not like feline. No, you can't. It wasn't just feline. It was. I used to be a little feline, like, bruh. It was insane.
so. Yeah, that nigga. Couple years back, we in 8th grade, I think, and I was messing with. Well, I wasn't messing with the girl. Well, I was messing with the girl, but apparently it was his girlfriend or whatever. Now she was bad as fuck though. She was bad as fuck. So I was texting her. Then I get a DM from this nigga. I'm like, oh shit, this Isaiah, what the hell? And his contact picture is him with his shirt off, showing his V line, but like his dick hair is like, you can see it in the profile picture. Oh my life, you can see his dick hair in the profile picture. I'm thinking he's trying to catch up or shit. So I'm like, I answered. He was saying, yo. I said, what's up? The nigga talking about, you talking to my girl? And then he showed me a picture. I'm like, and ain't no bitch. I said, yeah, I'm talking to her. Why, what's up? Nigga shows me a picture of a BB gun. Like, he sends a picture of a BB gun. He's like, nigga, I will shoot your ass. Stop playing with me.
That's insane.
Be for fucking real. This the same nigga, weirdest nigga I've ever met in my life.
He might not.
Funny as fuck though, but weirdest nigga I've ever met.
Like,
Yeah, but nigga, he trying to press me on shit. I'm like, nigga, I know the real you. Stop that shit right now. Stop that shit right now.
When you got weird people, there's two ways that can go. You got weird people, they can go one way where they do something crazy, like maybe they go invent something, or you got them they end up like Ted Bundy or something. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta.
I'm glad you ain't fucking.
Yeah, I'm glad you ain't end up like that.
a mad
It was this close, Julian.
Yeah, I mean, it
If
wasn't
you started hanging out with the wrong crowd, I ain't gonna lie.
I agree.
Somebody would have had to come get your ass.
a plasma gun to go to.
So I see you got dreads now. What inspired your dread journey?
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what happened. Actually, the whole thing.
Nah, for real.
So I had my. First of all, when I was in like middle school, whatever, I had like my hair cut low, tried to get waves, whatever. But my forehead was huge. You know what I'm saying?
And you ain't never get them waves, boy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just I had all these issues. So when I was in like I think it was ninth grade, I started to grow my hair out. Now I didn't have any intention on getting locks or anything, but I was just growing it out, right? Because I was hoping like if I grow it out, my hairline would grow down. You know what I'm saying? Like I might get a little widow's peak or something. It won't be a mirror no more. But that didn't happen. It was still huge, you know. So then in I think it was 10th or 11th grade. I was slapboxing in school and I got in trouble. Okay, and then I got suspended. And it was actually the second time I got suspended that year because before that I got suspended for bringing a Nerf gun to school. So since I got suspended twice,
you gotta tell that story next. You gotta tell that story
Yeah.
because you called me and told me about it. You gotta tell that. That shit funny.
Since I got suspended twice, my dad was like, "All right, well we gonna shave your hair off. I'm a D-man you since you up getting in trouble." And I was like,
D-man.
I was like, what? My hair was I remember I was trying to get it to grow, so I was spraying like hydrogen peroxide in it, so it got like dyed blonde. It was weird.
Nigga, what the
It was
fuck?
weird. It was some weird stuff. So anyway,
hold on.
I was bald.
Let's nip that in the bud because I don't think you understand what hydrogen peroxide is. You're not supposed to spray that in your hair, nigga. That shit'll make you
What I'm
bald.
saying is, it had to be some mad scientist shit going through his head because ain't no way.
Your ass should have been bald from that shit. Your ass should have been bald.
Remember, I heard that it made your hair grow quick, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Then I didn't like.
Nigga, if they said piss in your head to make your
He
shit
would've
go
did
two
that
inches
shit.
in 1 week.
You know who else would have did that shit?
Me. Nigga, I got my hair cut off.
Say this.
No, I wasn't. No,
TP would have done that shit too.
No, I wouldn't have.
Every time, and I'm talking about everybody at the school. If you were a black guy at the school
Trying to grow that shit out.
you got in trouble. Immediately, like that's how
Your ass stayed with a baldy.
Stayed
This nigga stayed with a baldy.
Stay bald.
This nigga stayed with a
I was
baldy.
completely bald, right? I was completely bald, and then I mean, of course, when you bald, my hair before it was even bigger than ever. Like this was the peak.
The peak.
The Appalachian Mountains at this point, like it was crazy. And then I always had something like I had acne too, and then my forehead get oily too. So I mean, it was like a milk dud, like for real, like an actual milk dud. You know, like people say that all the time, but because you know the milk duds on the box, they got the little reflection on it.
Yeah.
I had that reflection because of the oil, so it was bad. So then at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grow my hair back out, but I'm gonna do it different this time. This time, I'm gonna start fresh. I'm gonna do it healthy, and I'm not gonna put no hydrogen peroxide, no nonsense in it. I'm just gonna grow it. And I did, and then eventually I started twisting it when it got long enough, just like little twists, like they were like up here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
so you like self-locked it? You didn't have nobody?
No, I did go to a loctician to get it locked, but that was after I've just like been I would have my mom twist it for me for like a year, the first year or two, and I was like, I like that look.
Nah,
and then I was like, you know what? Because it'll take her like an hour, like 2 hours of sitting down to do it, and we need to do it like every week because the twists come out so quick.
Yeah.
So at one point I was like, you know what? I like the look of that. My forehead don't look so big. Let me just get locks. So then I went to the loctician, got locks, and nowadays I do just do it myself now because I don't feel like paying nobody.
Oh, you know how to retwist your own hair?
Yeah. Like the hardest part was getting it parted. You know, that's what the loctician does. They get it parted, get it started. But once after that, I mean, you literally just twisting it to keep it going. So,
I haven't learned how to, twist my hair myself. I be going to people. Sometimes I get it for free. Sometimes I'm paying. But
How do you get it for free, Jaden? What do you do to get it for free?
So I see you got a goatee and
Hey,
You know what question I'm about to ask?
Yeah.
Excuse me, GQ. So how do you get the reasons?
I'm a good law-abiding citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not what I heard around these streets.
Anyway,
what is this? It's an exchange. You know, give some, get some.
I don't know.
What do you exchange?
I don't know nothing about that.
You please the fifth.
But yeah,
She could feel like.
what the fuck are you thumbs up?
Hey, Smoke, back to what you said. You remember you said, like, black kids always get punished by getting their hair shaved?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, see me, I never went through that because I always had short hair my whole life.
So what your parents used to do to you?
Beat me, nigga. Beat me and take my games. They did both.
You cut off my head.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, the thing is, I always wanted a whooping more than to get my game taken. I was like, man, I just get this whooping over it to play my game. But no, I got both.
I got whooped one time my whole life.
Yeah,
for real.
Y'all are.
Oh God, I only got whooped one time.
Y'all are lucky. My parents and I know Tatum got the shit too. Our parents used. So you got red today on your clip. Okay, they would roll their sleeves up.
Bing! Matthew, I used to be scared for you.
Yeah, my mom used to fight
because
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about Matthew? They knew who got me in trouble. And his mom.
Oh no, nigga! You used to get me in trouble too.
Yeah.
Anytime I got in trouble, they already knew who I was with.
Where's Matthew?
My parents would be like, "So who'd you get in trouble with? Was it Matthew?" I'd be like, "No, it wasn't Matthew."
I ain't even been to these dudes' house, and everybody in the house.
Oh yeah, they already knew because Miss Danucci used to be like, "Well, Jaden and Matthew was talking again."
But you know who I used to blame it on? Ty.
One time?
No.
I still talk. I be going to Carmen.
Nah, I don't talk to Ty.
Look, that was a situation with me and Isaiah because he get me in trouble. My mom be like, "Don't talk to him."
You talking about Dab dude?
Yeah. And my mom
used to
be
get
like,
me in trouble too.
"Don't talk to him no more." And then I stopped talking to him at school, and he'd be like, "Your mom told me to stop talking to you, didn't she?" I was like, "Oh."
That's because he already knew because everybody parents told them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's crazy.
But yeah, back to what I was saying. I see you got a mustache and goatee now.
Finally, man. I've been
Yes, sir.
waiting.
Yes, sir.
So,
Jaden,
what the you fuck? fuck?
you certified booty?
Yes. Girl that watches every girl that I mess with watches this podcast. They know I eat ass.
Damn, that boy let him know.
Isaiah, you eating that?
You know.
Zaya.
You know.
Matthew?
Hi, we are certified booty eater club in this motherfucker. Not any booty, but booty.
Not me.
You lying.
Not me.
I actually have a TikTok. If y'all go to my TikTok, it's whiskey. Scroll down a little bit and find GQ. I actually have a video of him admitting that he actually.
Nah, that's crazy.
They're lying.
That's crazy.
They're lying.
Dude,
Get up and do 10 push-ups right now if you're not lying.
Why would I do 10 push-ups? I could just show it in the video.
Nigga gonna have the video clip. Smoke gonna be editing the video. Gonna be like, damn.
I ain't putting that bitch in there. Fuck you talking about?
What inspired you to eat ass?
Come on. Bruh, so we ain't finna go into that booty thing. So I'm gonna talk about last night. Last night we just randomly, and this is just a random talk. We just randomly came up with this little caveman don't know how did the conversation even come up?
Man, you was fucking. You had the tripod, and I said that shit can't knock me out, and then you pushed it down, and then you said, "Nigga."
No, it was a water bottle.
Oh yeah, it was the water bottle.
Fat Brown, rest in peace.
That nigga's not dead. He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Fat Bro, that has to go.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
But he had a water bottle, and then Jay was telling me about like how the water bottle was. So I'm looking at it, me being the weirdo I am. I start bing, bing, banging on my head. And I'm like, ooh, ooh. And I'm like, bro, back in the day, cavemen, they would have seen this, knocked it on their hand, and like T-Rex. Like they would have went straight for the T-Rex and tried to like jump them. Then they get eaten, this and the third. Then we was talking about like if one caveman came back to the village, and all the other cave women would be like, so where's the rest of the men? And one caveman just, ooh. Ooh.
What? Where did you even come up with this, bro?
Nigga, I swear to God, we sitting here watching the football game. This nigga talk about when they come back.
Speaking of the football game, man.
You've been wanting to talk about this shit, so man, go ahead, get up, show them your fucking Falcons
bring the
jersey.
watch out, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead, get up
I
and
ain't gonna
show
talk about the Falcons.
go ahead, show them the Falcons jersey.
Yeah, big Falcons. You know what I'm saying? We won today. Before I came here. But fuck all that. We're gonna talk about Colorado.
Fuck the Falcons.
No, I'm just playing. It's not for the Falcons.
Hey, did you hear that?
No, fuck the Falcons.
TP,
He's a hater.
Is that what you're going for, TP?
Fuck the Falcons. Fuck the Hawks.
Okay, you're not gonna. We're
Fuck Trae
going to
Young.
that,
Do push up, do
nigga.
push up about it.
Why would I do that when I could just make a
We-
video
we
saying
not gonna-
fuck the Falcons?
Fill up the stat.
We're not gonna get into that. I just want to talk about Colorado real quick. That boy Shador, that shit is funny. Him flexes his watch in that dude's face. That's probably the funniest shit I've seen him do.
Is that funny
since
or-
being at Colorado?
You know, TP is a football connoisseur.
Yeah.
TP is a football dad.
I wouldn't say that's funny, but it was
He a
tough.
football dad. No, that was tough.
It was tough.
But TP, I can't wait. Cause like when we get older,
Just imagine a nigga talking shit to you and you just flex the AP in his face.
How was that funny though?
talking about,
It's tough.
come on, what'd you say?
Nigga, that shit not funny. That shit fine. Like Shador is him. That nigga, I can't count. That nigga's fucking him. Deion, him. Colorado, him.
I'm excited to see what they're gonna do next.
Everybody on that team is him. I can't count.
Him?
They was playing around a little bit in the first couple quarters actually, but they got it together. Good game. You watched it? Me
I
and Fat
did.
Brown watched it together. Matthew was there too.
I ended up watching the whole game.
I ain't gonna say that.
Nah, he wasn't watching it.
They
This
gonna
nigga
get-
was.
they gonna get- I was gonna say something. They gonna get easy.
This nigga was in his own world.
It was
bro.
worth it though. It was worth watching.
I said, you ain't been saying nothing. What you?
Man, I ain't watching no game.
You didn't. Did you watch the game, Julian?
I don't watch football.
They heard you was a deep.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard you was a pretty good dancer.
Yeah, people say that.
You mind getting,
Yeah,
you
bust some
mind getting
moves.
up and busting the move right
Bust
quick?
some moves.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying?
You mind getting up and busting the move right quick?
Tell my son.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Hey.
Yo, okay. Hey.
Okay. My boy, that was the mad scientist.
Nigga,
song.
13 villages just caught on fire. 13.
That was the mad scientist funk. He actually just set off a bunch of nuclear weapons.
That shit.
And he turned an entire preschool into a gasoline factory. He's lit right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But Julian, I see your hoodie, bro, and I see that's like,
Oh, yeah,
is that your brand? Like,
Yeah, Nature Jab.
okay.
Same logo that you can find everywhere. Yeah.
So you got your own personal merch now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had it for a good bit actually.
And you be selling? Like, does it sell?
Actually, you know what? The sales have been here and there. Like sometimes it might just be random to get a sale or two. But the main thing was I wanted to have it. I wanted to have it out there so that way, it's an option for people to go and even if somebody wants merch, they can go get it. Because ultimately, when it comes down to it, the real respect is in knowing that what I'm doing is possible. Because
Okay.
a lot of people don't think it's possible
Nah, that's real.
to solve plastic.
The piggyback on that. So I see you have quite a bit of following on TikTok, on Instagram. Now, as you know, our podcast we're just starting, but we're still learning and we're interested in how to grow our following as large as you have.
Yeah, I mean, look, for me, of course, I had that appeal of having like a shock factor, huge shock factor. I remember my first TikTok video, like it went viral,
Right.
because, well, one, like, you know, of course, there's certain editing tricks, hashtags that, you know, you do to put your
Does
video
that work?
out there.
Does
They
that
do
really-
work, especially on TikTok.
Okay.
But then another thing was the fact that, like, it just sounded crazy. It sounded out of this world to be like, I turn plastic into fuel. Like, the minute you say that, somebody's going to sit there and watch, because they're like, wait a minute, what you mean? So, like, I think that with a podcast, I think the best way to do it is, I mean, honestly, how you've been doing. You take clips of really
Funny.
interesting or really funny parts,
Right.
and you just you get as many clips as you can,
Yeah.
and you upload as many as you can on TikTok.
Okay.
Every single one hashtagged podcast, hashtag all this stuff as much as you can. And I mean, with the way TikTok works, one it eventually is bound to do it, because if you look at my page, you know, I got like 400,000 followers, but some videos have like 12,000 views, some have 5,000. Then you see one 10 million. You know, so TikTok is like, it's really hit or miss sometimes.
And
sometimes it's the time of day that you post things.
I heard about that. How did you translate your TikTok following into subscribers on YouTube?
That actually happened mostly. So I actually started on YouTube. I didn't start on TikTok.
Oh, for real? I didn't know
I
that.
started on YouTube and I got up to I think I got up to 3,000 or 4,000 on YouTube just on
How?
my own.
For real?
How
long did that take?
It took a while. I will say it took a while, because on YouTube doesn't work the same way as TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, if on TikTok you're doing something like I'm doing, whether you're a scientist or not, I'm gonna show up on your For You page. YouTube, you gotta look up. You gotta be a scientist and looking up microwave pyrolysis of plastic. You know, you gotta be a nerd.
So it was
to
like
look it up.
a niche. Like,
Yeah, so everybody in my comment sections on YouTube was like, "Oh yeah, what's up? I know about this. I read a research paper on this." But on TikTok, everybody was like, "This ain't even possible. You a scammer," because like they never seen it. That was the difference. So I used my TikTok to then go bring more subscribers to my YouTube, because I'll be on live streams and I'll tell people, "Yo, help me get up to 5,000 subscribers. Help me get up to 10,000. Blah blah blah."
Okay.
And then for a while, the biggest issue was I just had followers on TikTok.
Right.
I wanted to diversify my portfolio. You know?
Right.
I wanted to get followers everywhere, because I had the most on TikTok, but I only had like 2,000 on Instagram, only like 2,000 on YouTube, and I'm like, what about if TikTok gets banned? Because that's when the talk was about that. Like, what about if it gets banned tomorrow? Like, I'm all my stuff is gonna be gone. What am I gonna do? So I kept trying to push it and everything. I would go live on different platforms, try to get followers, but really, my followers on Instagram didn't spike until people posted my TikTok clips on big popular Instagram pages and tagged me. So
Now-
it just happened like on its own.
So did it all happen in one night? Like, did you go from 2,000 on Instagram to the amount you have now, or was it like gradually?
It didn't happen in one night, but like it did happen overnight, in the sense of it was just one day I woke up and I checked, like everything was maxed out, 100 comments, 100 followers, 100, and I was like, what's going on? I clicked it, I was mentioned, and it said like 59 stories posted you, and I linked it back to this page, a big page with like 1 million followers, found a clip of me on TikTok. And they posted it.
Oh, wow.
And then guess what? When that happened, 59 people in their stories mentioned me. Somebody from in those stories had 100 followers. They did the same thing on their page, and it just kept going. So then what ended up happening was every single day I'd be going up by like 1,000 followers, and the next day it might be 2,000. It just it gets exponential. Then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're at like 20, 30,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like nowadays, I still have those spikes just randomly. Like right now, I might be in a low state, but like next week, it could just be like I just wake up and it's just all up again.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That's really interesting.
So when you say you're in a low space, like what do you mean by that? Like what's been going on?
Like low space interaction wise, meaning like maybe because like I haven't uploaded anything in a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't uploaded anything on any social media in a very long time, but my posts that I have made still get traction. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they get no traction for a while, but sometimes they spike up again out of nowhere, right? Because somebody posts a clip around Reddit or something, or Twitter. I've seen that happen. There was one of my clips on Twitter, got like 2 million views. Somebody, you know.
Sorry, he just hit me in the head. My primal instincts just fight.
All right, so what's the next upcoming project for Nature Jab? Jab the turtle, you know, the mad scientist.
I mean, the real main priority now is to get things up and running again. Because I had a house fire. I haven't been able to have a place to work on the machine since. And I'm not really the type to just be up in there like basically when I post, I like to show things. Because I can talk, but people don't believe it anyway. They don't think it's out of this world. So I got to show it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to show things. Like when I was going live a lot and I, be live with like thousands of people, I was showing me running something. Even if the machine itself wasn't running. I was running an engine with the machine, right? But like when all that settles down, at the end of the day, I want actual tangible proof of what I'm doing because that's the main mission. That's the main mission of this whole marketing campaign. I want people to know that it's a real thing, that it is possible, and that if you support me and push me and let other people know that it's real, that we can really do this and change the world. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of all of it.
That's some real shit.
Yeah.
Do you have like a GoFundMe to like anybody like that subscribe?
Yeah,
channel,
y'all
like,
type in to Jab's GoFundMe. Y'all make sure y'all show a little love.
Yeah. I do. It's in the bio of all my social medias.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I put your socials on here.
Change the world with Jab.
Nah, he's doing some really big things, really important things. Not just us, where we talk about bullshit, trying to give somebody a laugh, entertainment. He's really trying to change the world right now.
Yeah, it's all about eating ass.
Yeah, but that's important too. Y'all don't always eat your ass. Remember, always eat.
You do. Got it.
Got it.
Hey, if you want facial hair, you know what I'm saying? There are certain chemical properties. Certain chemical constituents.
Hey man, you see my face? you see my face?
That's
full
disgusting.
beard right here.
That's dirty.
That is full
Nigga
beard.
got his full face in somebody's butt. Nigga step in that bit. Hey man,
Niggas just like
Hey, listen.
Come on.
Nah, that nigga put slide one cheek.
hey man, show him the Bluka. Go ahead, show him the
So
Bluka.
basically, I want to tell y'all about Bluka Anatomy. What Bluka Anatomy is, right? And I am actually a co-founder. There is 2 founders. It's me, and then it's another guy named Sonny. But we will actually be adding Jaden soon into the Bluka family. What it is, it's basically the size of your partner. Now, anybody can be a Bluka. A man or a woman can be a Bluka.
Very similar to the spectrum, the hamburger spectrum.
The hamburger system,
very
right?
similar.
Oh
What
my
a Bluka
god.
is, a Bluka would be, a regular size person. I mean, it's no stretch. Like I said, any men or women can be put into the Bluka Anatomy.
What is a boobaloo?
I'll get to that. So a Bluka would be like, I'm putting it into a female's perspective because, a man's perspective looking at the female because that's what I'm into. But a Bluka would be, a regular size. Your average size woman, this and third. You hitting and it's just Bluka.
So
then
you discovered a new type of anatomy.
Basically.
Okay.
And then Bluka Anatomy is just like it's the universe. Like anybody can be a Bluka. But then if you want to get more technical, Bluka is like an average size woman. You also have your Bluki, right? Bluki is them petite,
Oh, so what I like?
petite women, huh?
What I like.
Right. So
Yeah,
Tata's more into the Blukies. Them are petite women, very short.
How you hit a blukie? How you
So
hit a blukie?
it's more like. But then we have everyone's favorite, the grown men know about this one. You have the Boomaloo. Basically what a Boomaloo is.
That's what you like. You like the boomaloo.
That's our
Boomaloo.
That's our plus size.
I mean some
Our
boomaloo.
thick queens.
Beautiful thick queens. Our Megan Thee Stallions, like them. And Boomaloom, it's like you
How
don't
you
hit
hit
a
a Boomaloom?
Boomaloom as fast. It's
Those are
just-
the bumbo ass clocks.
It's like Boomaloom. You gotta you really gotta put your leg up like
Yeah.
Boomaloom. So it's just it really is an art about it.
You got some inertia in that.
Right? No, you really gotta.
Did he say inertia?
Yes, you really have to put some.
You really got to
inertia
put some torque to it.
in it. Like
Right,
for real.
You got to hit with 3.4 newtons.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so you got to get
The velocity of which said boom balloon is. It just depends on
A lot of
how much
kinetic
power
potential
you
in
get.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
A lot of kinetic.
So what's your word for a big old man?
What?
Big old burly man.
What?
Oh, so if you swing the other way,
So that's what I said. Like women also.
We have to
like,
recruit some women to explain that because we're not.
We actually do have a woman in.
What is she classified as?
She is classified as a blookie, but she loves boomaloon men.
Oh,
So she's.
but we can't have. We have to have them a different name. For
so
men.
what happens?
Oh no! So
if
it's the same thing.
No,
Oh.
that
So they
doesn't
call
apply,
us.
though.
But he's talking about.
Because I'm talking about a big old Hulk, a big old.
I know he will be classified as a boomaloon.
No, he's talking
now
about beyond
he's making
that.
a different sound. He got that American built to a fool.
Oh, okay. So look,
Engine.
we have some of those. We
Yeah.
have some of those, right?
Fat Brown is considered one of those.
No, he's just a boomaloon. See, what you're talking about is, and it's not a lot of them on the earth, and this is men and women, right? So, I told you about the boomaloo. Now we don't talk about them as much. Now, if you go to our co-founder Sonny, I'll tell you about him another day.
Man.
He'll be in one of my videos. And you'll be Sonny is that dude. Like I'll show you, bro. He's different. But those are called balloons.
Balloon.
So balloons, it's like you don't say it like this. Balloon. It's really you really gotta feel.
How you
what
hit a
say.
balloon?
See, I've been scared to. I can't hit a balloon because like a balloon.
You gotta go.
would be
Show
like
us how you gotta go deep with it.
Balloon.
It's like that, and it's like me personally. I've never gotten the luxury of hitting a balloon woman,
Say it.
but it's like a balloon.
I've never
is
hit
like
a balloon woman.
Isaiah?
That's like a 6'5", 300-pound
Amazonian.
Amazonian.
Yeah,
That
no, I
bitch
ain't never
pick you
hit
up like
yeah,
that.
I ain't
She'll
never
pick
hit
you
a
up,
balloon.
right.
and she's using you as a toy. Like she picks
What?
you up, and she's
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Like, when you have a high percentage of fat, it makes a different noise than when you're hitting high percentage of muscle.
That's what it's
You know
like.
what I'm saying?
That's what it's like.
Right. The densities are different.
Yeah, it's a different mass.
Right,
It's a
right,
different mass
right,
with
exactly.
It is.
You know what I classify myself as?
What?
A baboon.
Nigga, what? Nigga's a primate. Nigga's a primate.
A baboon.
baboon.
So do you find yourself? So do you find yourself as a? Is that your pronouns? Bad and boon. Is that?
What are your pronouns, USA?
I mean, I just say I'm a he.
Okay.
That's real. We don't. I almost said something so crazy.
Man.
I almost said
Hey,
something.
man.
respect to everybody else, right?
Yes,
respect to
respect.
everybody
That
Don't
would
get
else.
canceled.
I almost said something so
Orientation.
crazy.
We would have blew up overnight.
Yeah, we would
We
have.
blew up overnight.
Overnight though. Oh
Oh,
god.
God.
Overnight on some Andrew Tate.
But the next day we getting canceled though.
Hey,
No,
yeah,
for real.
like Andrew Tate.
Hey man.
Yeah,
And we
but
make it do a
then
camera.
Cancel if people agree with you.
but then you divide your audience though.
No, and that's real. That's real.
You know what I'm
So we
saying?
gotta
Because I tell you from my perspective, from where I come from, right? When I'm speaking, I have to be careful because if you want, ultimately, like, yeah, you do get a lot of good publicity when you say something controversial and you get up really quick, but then you only have one side.
That's what I was saying.
Because
Like,
Andrew
it's
Tate
split.
will only ever have that one side that likes him. He'll never be able to even reach out to the other side. And
That's
when you
true.
want to have an outreach for the whole world,
Yeah.
you gotta stay neutral. That's just how it is.
No,
you
that's
know?
real.
You gotta respect everybody, even if you don't agree. You gotta respect it. It's about coexisting.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
I have
And
a
I was
quick
trying to
question
think about,
though.
like what color my Bugatti was gonna be soon, but I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. But I have a quick question though.
Mine gonna be
Have you ever
black.
been out in public and like people ask for an autograph?
No, I never had anybody ask for an autograph. I have been recognized a few times and got taking pictures with people. I remember the first time that I did get recognized, it was actually a little bit scary, and I tell you why. It was because like you just don't really think about it. Like you don't think because I didn't think I was like that popular.
Oh nah, you him.
Nah,
You
you
know what I'm
was though.
saying?
You him.
And so when I was recognized, it was just like I was just at a gas station just pumping gas, not even think about it. And some guy walked up to me. He was like, "I saw you on Instagram." I'm like, that. And like I worked as a welder, right? I freelance. Sometimes I'm doing jobs for people, and they're like, "I seen you on my Instagram the other day," and I'm just like, "Dang!" So it's kind of scary because I tell you why. Because the same way how just anybody just recognizes me, that's the same way how people that don't have good intentions can just find you. And I'm not in a position.
But you're
now-
a trained martial artist though. So I'm
I
sure you.
am.
I'm sure you're not worried about
But
that.
you ain't gonna Wing Chun no bullet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. You know,
I mean, and that's real. I feel like if I ever see somebody post up with a stance like this, I'm not gonna fight you.
Oh yeah.
I already know it's gonna be a mean heel to my jaw, and I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna just walk away.
But like now you can like
you gonna have to chase me,
open
nigga.
carry, so you shouldn't have to really worry.
Well, but I'm not old enough to have
Oh, yeah,
a
you
concealed weapon
just
like that.
turned.
So like and
Yeah.
I also don't have a bodyguard yet either. So like unfortunately, I'm not like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, happy late birthday, bro. I didn't even get to tell you.
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
even get to
happy
tell
birthday!
you.
Show some love. Show some love. Show some love.
I didn't get the chance to even text you, bro.
That's bad. That's a bad friend right there.
Jalen, so you texted him?
Maybe. I got him here, didn't I?
What is that?
He's here right now, ain't he?
What is that minimum?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, so how do you combat because I know with something as big as you're doing, there's definitely two sides. There's good feedback, and then there's people who are like, oh nah, you can't do that type shit. So how do you really take in the good and leave out the negative?
I mean, I'll be honest. When I really was first getting big on TikTok, it did affect me, and I tell you why. It was because like, like there are so many scammers nowadays,
right?
And everything. But I would provide so much proof. Like
yeah.
I would tell people, go on my YouTube. I'll give the science, the
That's
numbers,
my next
the
question.
jewels, and then they would still be saying, "This is fake. You're a scammer." Like, and so ultimately, you can't. Like, it's best not to read it. You know, people say that, and I didn't take it serious. But honestly, why even get your energy attached to that for one? But if you do read it, you have to let it go because why are you trying to prove yourself to somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then usually it's the same people. I noticed that, when I would read comments, it'd be like the same 3 or 4 people always saying fake, fake, fake. But where's your evidence? Where's your proof? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't, you really just have to let it go because at the end of the day, if you really have a mission, you just keep working on your mission, and people are just always going to have to say something. But, I mean, think about it like this. You have 4 people commenting bad things, but you got 400,000 followers. Why are you letting 4 people overpower 400,000? Our minds do that. They say it's bad, it's stronger than good, but you can reprogram your mind to pimp out any situation you want. So, that's ultimately what it's got to be, because it's only going to get more. As you get bigger, it's just like the what they call the evil eye. It's just like a law of the universe. You're going to have more and more people that are not going to like you for no good reason. You know what I'm saying? So you can't worry about why you're not appealing to these people. Let them do what they do. You do you. That's what it is.
That's real. Yeah. And that's going to conclude this episode. It was a pleasure having you. This was a very insightful, very informative episode. I like this. This is a little change.
Real.
I like it. Everybody give it up for Nature Jab.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
I'm glad that you came, bro. It was it's always
Jab will make America great again.
Jab the turtle.
Jab the turtle.
Yeah. And guess what? These nuts.
Hey.
Get your gay ass down.
Ooh.
15. That was barely 15 minutes. 50. Oh, I was like,
I thought it was like an hour.
I said, shit, really?
I thought it was like an hour, bro. That shit was long.
Talking about.
Balloon.
Start dancing.
Talk about a beluga.
Oh, yes.
A beluga whale.
Beluki.
Hello? Yeah,
Where our keys go?
Yeah, I missed your call. Unfortunately, I'm not able to today. Yeah, thank you. Alright, let's stop this recording.
Nigga, how was that one game?